Hi guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm really excited and I hope you enjoy watching it. We'll go right in with the pens I used. I used Staedtler pigment liners. I used one in 0.1, I used one in 0.3 and I used one in 0.8 so I can vary with the line thickness. Then I also used two Tumbos. I used the grey one, which is N65, and I used the black one, which is N15. And I used all of these in my Nuna notebook. By the way, the reason that this is a flip through of the setup is because this idiot didn't know that formatting card means actually deleting everything that's on it. So that happened. I hope you don't mind and still enjoy it. The opening artwork I made by sketching the numbers in pencil and then tracing the borders using the dots in the notebook to get the boxy effect. I made the space between the boxes increase when they came further out so that you would sort of get this abstract sort of square firework effect, and I really think it looks nice. I'm also very happy with how my future log came out. Fun fact about me is that I apparently forget the existence of Thursday sometimes, because if you look closely you will see that I wrote Friday instead of Thursday three times. The next spread is the one I think I'm most proud of. Left is just a small one-page future log using the all-star method, so I have enough space to also write down everything that will happen next year, which I know is crazy. Like, I really am a freak, because who the heck plans for like a year in advance? But just to make sure that, for example, concerts, holidays, things that you plan way in advance usually can also be written down in this notebook. And I really love the all-star method because it gives you a lot of flexibility and makes sure that you don't waste space, because you don't really have to indicate space for every category. You can just write it all down in a list and then cross the category. If you want to know more about that, just Google it. The internet has great pages about this. And of course, the page I was actually talking about when I said this was my favorite spread was, of course, my goals page. I don't remember where I got the quote from, but I feel it's perfect for me, as I am probably the most impatient person you've ever met. If I cannot get something done immediately, I will just give up, and I know that this is such a bad habit that I really want to overcome, so that's why I put this quote in. I hope this page will motivate me to actually keep going, because all the goals that I've set for myself this year just require time and continuous practice and just going through with what you plan to do. So I really hope that this will help me actually do that. And then I have my YouTube and Instagram page. It's very simple, but I really wanted it to be in there so that I can feel more motivated to actually get this off the ground. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for forever, and I'm just so bad at actually doing the stuff I want to do. So I really hope this will help me. Just a simple growth tracker, so that if things like the numbers actually increase, I will be able to write it down and feel good about myself. And I just had some space to write down ideas, which I think is very important. The next two pages are actually exactly the same as my 2020 future log. On the left, I have my to check out page, which basically is a place where I can write down the stuff that people told me, like, that is good, you should check that out. And I have categories for videos, podcasts, music, TV shows, films, and books. And then the wish list is there to wiser spend my money on things that I really want, or to be able to actually give an answer if someone asks me what I would like as a present for my birthday or Sinterklaas. And here I have the categories clothes, accessories, shoes, sports, electronics, and stationery. And the next three pages are maybe a bit funny, but I think they will be very helpful for me personally. The meals one is a page with guidelines for my eating habits. I'm really capable of eating cookies for dinner when I am busy and I really feel like shit afterwards. So I hope this will really function as some sort of promise to myself to actually eat healthier. And my stretching routine is in here because one of my goals is to be able to do the splits by the end of the year. I have been practicing on and off for dance, but I keep not really going for it enough to actually be able to do the splits. So I hope this will sort of be the same as the meal space, to sort of give me that extra push, like you promised yourself you'd do this. So yeah, I hope it helps. I at least really like how it looks. I will really like looking at it. So maybe that will help me to actually get it done as well. So cleaning is sort of the same story as meals. I just forget to do it. And then my house starts looking like a dumpster after 2 or 3 weeks. And I do not really enjoy that. So I hope this will help me to sort of keep track of how often I have to do things. And also actually do them and not forget about them and make time for them. And then on the right side, I just reserved some space for notes because I had some space left. And now we have finally reached the actual plan with me for the month of January. I started out outlining the calendar with my grey tumbo, just the days that are not actually in the month of January, because I think that makes it more clear, like which days are actually in the month and which aren't. And then I used my Stapler pigment liner in 0.3 to do the rest of the outlines of the calendar. I grabbed my grey tumbo again to also put the inside lines in the days that are not actually in January, because I just thought that it looked better. And then I also used this tumbo to write down the numbers of each day in the calendar. And I did this because I really need full space in my calendar, because I write down a lot. And in this way I can actually just, because I start writing on the right, of course, or like I'm not Arabic, so I start writing not on the right, on the left. But this means that I will probably not cover up all the letters, like all the numbers fully. Then I can still use the top row to write down my plans, and I have the full 8 lines of space to actually write down what I'm going to do that day. And then I wrote down the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I didn't forget the existence of Thursday, so that was nice. And then I wrote down the title of the month, or the name of the month. January, I really don't like how this turned out. Like the thick flick at the end of the Y is pet peeves, cannot handle. But okay, it happens, we all mess up sometimes. So yeah, we'll have to roll with it. And then I used my grey tumbo to put a line for where I want to have an area for notes and my area for my trackers, because I like just having everything on one dashboard, because I don't use that many monthly things. So I like just having it all on one overview. And then I used the black tumbo again to write down the titles of notes and trackers. Then I used a pencil to sketch out like the shape of the month. Like I had already sketched out the boxes, but I hadn't sketched out like where it actually starts and ends with like the missing days. And then I used my 0.3 Staedtler pigment liner to outline the boxes. Then to end up, I just added the titles to each of my trackers. I have a mood tracker, a fruit tracker, a veggie tracker, a water tracker, a sport tracker, a stretching tracker, and a cleaning tracker. And then I just erased all the pencil marks that I made to pre-plan. And yes, that completes my January spread. And here comes my Something to Remember page. It's sort of inspired by the 2 lines a day, but I fill it in a bit differently. I think I sometimes feel like I literally forget everything that's happening in my life, like even the things that I really, really, really want to remember. I just tend to forget, so I hope with this page I can write down something every day that I know I will be like happy to read back later in my life. And I thought that about 3 lines would be enough space to not really stress me out. It would be realistic for me to fill that in, so I am very curious how this will play out. I really hope it works. And then we finally reached the final flip through with the Steadicam equivalent of beauty vlogger posing shots. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope I maybe inspired you to start your own bullet journal, or to make a new spread in your bullet journal, or to make your layout differently. I am really happy with how everything turned out. And yeah, I really hope you would like to come back to see my other videos. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm that kind of person now. Just kidding. But I would really appreciate it if you want to. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll see you in the next video if that actually happens.